We moved from a very peaceful town in Oregon to a violent community, and Judge Quarles says, welcome to Baltimore. Quarles asks all these people whether they think they could still be impartial jurors on Adnan's case. Some say no and they get dismissed. Some say yes and he sends them back to their seats. He was on the lookout for prejudice, all kinds of prejudice, against cops, against prosecutors, against Koreans, and against Muslims. One guy tells him he doesn't think he can be impartial because he's got a friend of the Muslim faith, and he's seen him and also his son mistreat their families.
A friend of mine that was a faith, and I seen him mistreat his family, his wife, and everything. I seen the school between him and his son got up and he got married. He did the same thing that his father did, so I just couldn't do it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
This brings me to something Shamim told me when I first interviewed her. Shamim Rahman, Adnan's mother. Shamim and her husband, Sayed Rahman, they believe Adnan is innocent. There's no question about it for them. Adnan's father said to me, we've had no happiness in our family since Adnan was arrested. It has been continuous torture.
I don't know what to say. It's like my whole body is like numb, I cannot think nothing, and I know he didn't do it. How do you guys make sense of what happened? How do you explain what to yourselves, not to the outside world, to yourselves, and how do you understand why? You must think about it. Believe me, that's the only thing, I still believe, because we were Muslim. There's a discrimination. And everybody feels, the whole community, he was a Muslim child, that's why they took him. It was easy for them to take him than the other people. This was so weird.
And do you believe that?
Of course, yes, I do believe it too, yes. Because it was easy to target,